Peace everybody, back with another video. This is Still Can't Speak English. Liberals ridicule Melania Trump's looks and accent during RNC speech. So yeah, last night I thought I missed Melania Trump's speech, but I didn't because I was somewhere on another platform somewhere. Now the liberals are making fun of Melania Trump's looks and accent, and this was during the RNC speech. Now, I like Melania, the way she has herself together. Alright, I mean, I love the outfit she was wearing last night. And of course, you can see here in the background are the American flags. And of course, the liberals always got some negative stuff to say about the Trumps. And you know what? They don't need to be on the platform anywhere. First Lady Melania Trump was criticized during her speech at the Republican National Convention Tuesday by several high-profile personalities and pundits, including actress Bette Midler, who mocked the Slavian-born immigrant for her accent. Yes, First Lady Melania Trump was criticized during her speech last night, and this happened to be by Bette Midler, who mocked the Slavian-born immigrant for her accent. So Bette Midler had plenty to say last night at the RNC convention. And of course, there was other high-profile personalities and pundits as well. Oh God, Midler tweeted, "Still can't speak English." And as you can see here is Bette Midler's tweet. As you can see here where she said, "Oh God, she still can't speak English." Well, to me, Melania Trump spoke good English, because she speaks 6 or 7 different languages, and English is one of them. And now Bette Midler over here is saying, "Oh, she can't speak English." Well, if Bette Midler would get her ear to the TV and listen carefully that she can speak English very good, then Bette Midler would not be criticizing her. Ain't nothing but simple-minded problems," she added. "I have to remind myself that I am very lucky. I completely agree. You are one lucky Slavian, and after all that surgery, you hit a kind of horrible jackpot, chained to a colossal idiot." First of all, Melania Trump is not an idiot, and second of all, Bette Midler needs to have several seats and shut up. I mean, who does Bette Midler think she is to criticize Melania Trump, saying, "Oh, she can't speak English"? Now it calls her an idiot? Really? I think the only idiot there is Bette Midler. And don't get me wrong, I like her in the movies and that, but geez, come on, really? She has no right to call Melania Trump a colossal idiot. That's just not right at all. Former Democratic Coalition Chairman John Cooper mocked the First Lady's physical appearance and facial features. Well, first of all, he needs to shut up too, because he's fake news, John Cooper. He mocked the First Lady's physical appearance and facial features. Melania Trump is a beautiful woman, and yes, she's a former model, and she was lucky to marry Donald Trump. But now you got these liberals that are saying, "Oh, well, she's all this, she's this and that." Excuse me, who left you boss? Who died and left them boss of Melania Trump? Not them. Melania is starting to look like that New York socialite who pumped millions of dollars into plastic surgery so she would look more like a cat, Cooper tweeted. Also, now he's accusing Melania Trump of having surgery, right? Okay, that's a lie, because she has never talked about having plastic surgery. Never. And John Cooper over here, I don't know if he's from CNN or wherever the heck he's from, is saying Melania is starting to look like that New York socialite who pumped millions of dollars into plastic surgery so she would look more like a cat. Really, John Cooper? Nobody asked him for his 2 cents. So he has no room to talk, just like Bette Midler has no room to talk. Actress Kathy Griffin, who famously posted an image on the internet of herself decapitating President Trump, responded to Melania's tweet by tweeting, "Seriously, blank that blank. Oh, blanked is blank." Excuse me, Kathy Griffin, is she not on The View? Does she always gotta criticize everybody? She needs to sit down and shut her mouth. Seriously. Melania Trump speaks good English. She dresses well. She's lucky to have Donald Trump as her husband for 14 or 15 years of marriage now. And Kathy Griffin is coming over here saying blank, this blank. Excuse me, Kathy Griffin, shut up. An author, Tommy Ohan, referred to the First Lady as a hooker and a tramp. No, she's not a hooker and a tramp, because Melania Trump is beautiful. There is nothing wrong with Melania Trump. And Tommy T. Ohan from Twitter, he posted this too. Really? Now, who gave him permission to criticize Melania Trump? I don't think nobody gave him permission. He also has no room to talk. Anybody who hates on Melania Trump, they're anti-American. They're not American people at all. They're anti-American. Alright, now this is what he wrote on his Twitter. He says, traditional Slavian hooker proverb, which that's a lie. Nothing says American First Lady better than wearing a WW2 Soviet military sex worker uniform to the Rose Garden. Did Melania? Yes, she did. I have never seen her as a military sex worker. I never. That's a lie coming out of his mouth. Tommy T. Ohan. That's coming out. That lie. No. He lied about that. Now, Melania wore this outfit for a reason, because she's the kind of person that takes no nonsense from anybody. Not even her husband would mess with her. Melania Trump knows what she is doing and how she's handling herself. Now, I know there are a lot of people saying, oh, Melania Trump and Donald Trump don't hold hands together anymore. Excuse me, but that's a lie. When Melania Trump and Donald Trump came to the Rose Garden or going from the Rose Garden, they always hold hands together. And wherever else they go, they hold hands together, because that's how much love they got for each other. And yet here these liberals are criticizing every little thing that Melania Trump is doing right, because the left cannot stand it. It was head spinning to her. FLOTUS acknowledged the devastation of COVID-19, racial injustice, the need to come together in the most difficult times, admit mistakes, hear others to stand up to bullying on social media. Former Obama advisor and current CNN contributor David Axelrod tweeted, completely at odds with her husband's approach. All right, so yeah, so Melania Trump is standing up to the bullies because all they do is criticize, criticize, criticize between her and Donald Trump because they can't stand it whatsoever. Yes, America is taking their country back. Yes, America is fighting for the country to take it back from the left because they stole everything, closed down jobs, crashed the stock market, crashed the 401ks, and everything else that they have done to the American people. And of course, here's David Axelrod with his tweet, as I just read. This piece should mention that Melania Trump is a birther, and her calls for racial unity are hollow until she devours being a birther. MSNBC producer Kyle Griffin said in response to an article for Political highlighting comments from Mrs. Trump's speech. Well, first of all, the MSNBC is fake news, along with CNN, CBS, ABC, MSNBC, and whatever others that are fake news. All right, these fake news outlets have no right to say anything. All right, this is why Donald Trump calls them out all the time. And this guy was an MSNBC producer, Kyle Griffin, said in response to an article from Political highlighting comments from Mrs. Trump's speech. Alright. Of course, here's the Twitter that this Political had put out. It's saying Melania Trump pushed for racial unity during her keynote on the second night of the hashtag RNC convention, offering a far more unifying address than other speakers who used their lecterns to bomb and basically promote the president. Well, wait a minute, excuse me, but isn't the left using the race card over there? Yeah. Why do you think they focus so much on the black community? They want the black voters to vote for the left, but since people are waking up and seeing how they really are and how much of a slave those Democrats are, yeah, people are waking up to this, saying no more, we've had enough. This is why the DNC's ratings fell, and RNC, their ratings went skyrocketing a whole lot more than the DNC did, because the DNC, their ratings were terrible. And of course, here's Kyle Griffin with him responding to the Political thing. He said this piece should mention that Melania Trump is a birther, and her calls for racial unity are hollow until she devours being a birther. Well, excuse me, but Melania Trump did talk about her history last night. So who gave Kyle Griffin a permission? Melania Trump don't need approval from Kyle Griffin. She could do whatever she wants. She's beautiful. In the Rose Garden, yes, it's been 60 plus years since it's been taken care of, until Melania Trump finally got the garden back to its original setting. And people are still mad over that. Imagine not taking care of the Rose Garden for 60 years. That is a long time. Because all these other former ladies, they didn't care about the Rose Garden. They said, we're just going to leave it. We're not going to bother taking care of it. And all that money they had, all these former first ladies had, they had all that money to take care of the Rose Garden, but yet they chose to save their money. Really? Melania Trump touched on a variety of subjects in her speech, including offering condolences to those affected by the coronavirus, touting her experience as an immigrant coming to the United States, and complimenting her husband for placing women in places of power in his administration. Yeah, so Melania Trump did touch on a lot of subjects last night in her speech, and of course including offering condolences to those affected by the coronavirus. She also even complimented that her husband for placing women in places of power in his administration. Can the Democrats do that? No, because they put the wrong people in the wrong places that need to be. That's why these people are no longer going to put up with the Democrats. As long as people are waking up and realize what these people are about, then you know that the Democrats are having a hissy fit right now. They're mad. They can't stand it. The Democrats don't like beauty. They like gloom, hatred, darkness, everything. So that's what these Democrats are about. But when it came to Melania Trump last night, yes, her speech was awesome. And, I enjoyed that speech last night from Melania Trump. But now here you got liberals criticizing her, saying, oh, she can't speak English. She puts people in cages. Huh? How is Melania Trump putting kids in cages when it was Obama the whole time? They don't want to address that, but they want to address the fact that Melania Trump had done it? No. Wrong person to be messing with. Leave your comments below. I am out.